The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And as they came into the building, the players were plenty fired up themselves. Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Berry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. Zion Williamson out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Alvarado. Back to McCollum. Pulls up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Back to Curry. Butler on the wing. From deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3 ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
And there's a pick. There's McCollum with the 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Pass to Curry. Double team on Butler. Back to Pajemski. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen on McCollum. Here's Pajemski. No good that time. Oh, nice D from McCollum. Here's New Orleans now. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to visit with Willie Green.
I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me, I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Messi. Williamson against Curry. Williamson inside. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Fades away. And again, New Orleans no good.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The league's best since the All-Star break in steals. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
As the season goes on, their defenders have only gotten more confidence, eagerly attacking the ball handlers and being as disruptive as possible.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Now here's Alvarado. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game to win the drought. 2 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, that term unicorn kept coming up a lot with some of the draft picks that came into the league. Zion, absolutely 1 of 1. What an incredibly unique performer.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Williamson. Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Now here's Alvarado. Williamson misses.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Moody. Outside Green. Here's Pajemski. Alvarado defending. 6 to shoot. Butler passes to Curry. Up and over McCollum. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Now here's Williamson. Moody defends. Alvarado outside. That's good, and it's Williamson with the assist.
How many times are we going to hear Zion's passing is underrated? Add this one to the list.
On the wing, Curry. Again, the Warriors score. Pelicans trail by 4. McCollum with it. Taking command on offense when they need him. Putting up 21 a game. And he buries his first look.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Now Pajemski. 15 in his last outing. Outside Moody. To the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
Give me such a well-conditioned athlete using that vertical he has to get up and throw it down.
Misi's shot is good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now here's Pajemski. Tight defense on him. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Pelicans trail by 4. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
It was a narrow loss the last time they faced each other. A game they felt they should have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
Brown, he's checked in for New Orleans. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. You look at the Warriors holding down the 6th spot right now in the middle of this conference. And of course, New Orleans, they currently find themselves down in the bottom of the conference.
You know, for New Orleans, they went backwards this year in a big way. That turnaround that we kept waiting for just never happened.
McCollum taking his time here. Here's the floater, and the layup is good.
Well, if he's going to do that, I don't know what you do to defend him. McCollum with the floater, so smooth.
Outside Curry. Green, a screen, puts up a deep 3. Curry, no good. And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Pass to Misi. Back to Alvarado. That one's good. This game is all even. Alvarado's got 5 points.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Pajemski. Here's Butler. Yep, count it. 9 points in the game.
I like Butler down low, fighting for points.
The Pelicans have got 6 of 14 in so far. Butler against Williamson. Out to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Pulls it. Pajemski grabs the board.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside Moody. Here he goes. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, BA, you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
These are his first free throws of the game. That one's off. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
And he's good on the second. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Misi. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Misi's got 6 points.
That's a good fundamental play there. Is Zion able to set up for the assist?
Outside, Green. Out to Hield. Pass to Pajemski. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Misi. Here's Brown. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here's Hield. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Green with a screen on Williamson. Here's Butler. Right side, Green. Fires it from 18. And it's Hield missing. New Orleans has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Williamson left side. Shot left block. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close. They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Williamson outside. The shot. Pajemski grabs the board.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Misi. He's got 6. And here's McCollum to the right side. Williamson, right side. 16 feet out. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. The Warriors lead by 5. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Butler. Hield, screen on Williamson. The drive by Butler. Got it. Butler's got 13 now.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And here are the Pelicans now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Williamson against Butler. Now here's Williamson. Defense is right there. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
McCollum with it. Now guarded by Butler. Pass to Messi. Kicks it out to Williamson. McCollum against Butler. Back to Williamson. With the fadeaway. Oh, another miss by Williamson.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Butler double team. Pass to Moody. The three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Hield against McCollum. To stop the drought. Knocks down the long J. 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Jimmy Butler getting it done for Golden State. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Post in at center, filling out the middle. Fires in the triple.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Now here's Brown. 14 points his last outing. Outside Olynyk. There's the triple. That shot off. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Here's Hield. The kick out. Curry. Six on the shot clock. Another three for Golden State.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Outside Olynyk. To the left side wing. Pass to Quinones. Brown scanning the floor. Outside Olynyk. From the arc. Rebounded by Hield.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Hawkins. No made baskets yet. Sinks it from distance.
It had to be quick, and Hawkins was.
The Warriors lead by 7. Hield passes to Payton.
New Orleans 5. team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Reeves is checked in.
First team foul.
Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans, number 12, Antonio.
And the Warriors with possession here. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Hield from outside. Pelicans cleared away.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Reeves against Hield. Reeves, the pass to Olynyk. Back to Reeves. And here's Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. That one falls. And it's now only a 5-point Warrior lead.
I like how the confidence shows up for Hawkins down there. Doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Hield for 3. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
It's that damn time.
All right, let's take a look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the teams dominating the offensive glass this season. 5th, New Orleans.
You've got to respect the work ethic of these guys on the offensive glass. They don't give up on possessions and hit the boards with aggression.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Brown. Hawkins, the pass to Olynyk. Here's Hawkins. He's covered by Curry. Outside Olynyk. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Hield.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Here's Olynyk. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Lets it fly. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. The Warriors lead by 8. Pass to post. Now here's Payton. Defense right on him. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Oh, he is feeling it. 3 trifectas here in the second quarter. 4 already for the game.
There's a screen. Down low. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Hield passes to Kuminga. Here's post. Outside Payton. Pass to Curry. Back to Payton. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Post gets it to go.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now Brown. Olynyk with a screen on Hield. Drive by Brown. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 11. Now here's Hield. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Curry passes to Hield. Driving to the basket. 4-3. Rebound by Olynyk.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Here's Hawkins. He's covered by Curry. Inside. It's stolen by Kuminga. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Offensive rebound. Curry, no good. Pelicans trail by 11. To the inside. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes a legal guarding position would help players and officials.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And he can't hit the second. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
And so Curry nails both of them. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Outside Butler. Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Lynx checked in for New Orleans.
At the line for one.
And that one falls for Curry. What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
You talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now, that's some heady play for a rookie. Podziemski has got a great calmness, great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play. Such a luxury to have McCollum be able to play both guard spots. So not just a scorer, solid passer too, about 3 assists for his career.
Now here's Butler. He's got 13 and stolen by Williamson. Pass to McCollum. They double team McCollum. Here's Misi. Green covering. Now here's Butler. The D's right on him.
Jimmy Butler is in the zone, and he keeps finding shots.
Pelicans trail by 13. Alvarado with it. He's got 5. Now McCollum. And there's the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Clock at 6. With the floater. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, Brent, C.J. McCollum is just a natural leader, a classic connector.
C.J. has been amazing since day one coming into the NBA. I have no doubt that C.J., after his playing career is over with, is going to spend a lot of time either in the front office or in the league office, the way he presents himself and promotes the game. Class act.
And he drops the first.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum, really one of the more unique scorers in the league, and it has a lot to do with the peanut butter smoothness he has, handling the ball, being on great balance, and being one step ahead of the defense.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Outside Moody. Butler, a screen on Williamson. Back to Butler. On the attack, JB.
And I think Jimmy Butler has made that play before, just understanding how to score off the screen.
Now here's Williamson. Moody defends. Williamson passes to McCollum. McCollum draws the double. Outside Olynyk. Pass to McCollum. The fadeaway. Here's Messi. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Messi's got 10 points in the game.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. Get your feelings hurt.
Green with the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Butler taking his time here. Pass to Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day. I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Williamson outside. Pass to Messi. Now here's McCollum, defended by Pajemski. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. And stolen by Green. Now here's Butler. Here's Pajemski. And again, no good by Golden State. Williamson with it. Now Pajemski defending. Williamson passes to Alvarado. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Moody.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Moody gets one inside.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
McCollum outside. They double team McCollum. Outside Olynyk from deep three-point land. Offensive board. Messi off target at the rim.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Left side Moody. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Butler. Up top Curry. Alvarado defending. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pelicans trail by 16. Alvarado outside. Here's Messi. Pass to Williamson. 5 to shoot. Boom! He jams it straight down.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And when we take a look at the box score from that game, one of the first things that you'll notice is the number of turnovers they were able to force.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. It caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
And Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat, and you can tell takes pride in that part of the game.
With the 7-footer, and there's the rejection. And they'll keep possession, and it's good. 2 points. And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling confident. 18-point lead to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. All right, they're measuring up the shot. I'm so sorry. And let's hear it for our contestant.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Curry brings a different dynamic. No matter what the defense throws at him, finds a way to counter. Terrific first half.
Instead of doing it with size and speed, Curry does it with skill and heart, a special talent. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Warriors lead by 18. Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. Zion Williamson out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Messi in at the 5 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. And here's Green from the arc, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
3 points.
Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Messi. Back to McCollum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
He's just a hard guy not to foul. C.J. McCollum is so versatile as a scorer, you never know which move he's going to go to.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Now Curry. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Now here's Alvarado. Picked by Williamson. Shoots. And Alvarado gets it to go. Alvarado's got 7 points in the game. The Warriors lead by 18. Outside, Green. Pass to Pajimski. And here's Moody. Here's Butler. Butler double teamed. Now here's Pajimski. Clock at 4. Here's Curry. Offensive rebound. Now Green. It's Pajimski on the wing. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Over the course of the last month, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. 5th on the list, the Warriors.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
McCollum outside. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Misi. Driving inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
At the line for New Orleans, Misi. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Outside Pajimski. Green, a screen. Curry with it. McCollum covering. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 25 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
McCollum outside. Alvarado outside. 3-pointer. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Alvarado's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession. And then CJ getting slick.
Pass to Pajimski. Green with a screen on McCollum. Outside Curry. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll be a second foul of the game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pelicans trail by 19. Here's McCollum. He's got 12. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Got to be impressed with how competitive McCollum is. Love watching him take charge like this.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Green. Rebounded by New Orleans. Misi's got his 6th rebound on the night. New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's McCollum. And another basket for New Orleans.
I feel like the team right now is accepting the fact that C.J. McCollum is on fire, so they're looking for him on possessions in the half court.
Now here's Butler. 17 points in the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Misi. McCollum with it. Defended by Pajimski. Here's Misi. Here's McCollum. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Well, sometimes CJ just with movement alone finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Now here's Butler. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Come on, Pelicans fans. All right, everyone. You watched them do their thing. It was your Pelicans dance team.
Williamson outside. Williamson is doubled. Here's Alvarado. Misses the three. The Warriors lead by 15. Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Pass to Moody. Up and over McCollum. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Second chance shot. And again, New Orleans no good. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Curry looking it over. Back to Moody. 6 to shoot. And here's Butler outside. McCollum pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 15. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat as they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired. He knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. So it's the Warriors now, after the basket by New Orleans. Back to Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler. Takes a three. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
McCollum outside. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Curry. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. And here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
A big night for Butler. We've seen him as the guy on a finals team, and Jimmy can definitely carry your offense.
Now here's Williamson. Pass to Misi. Back to Williamson. Wow! Zion making his presence felt inside.
Inside, Zion just a monster. He can go over or through opposition.
Outside Podziemski. And here's Butler, guarded by Olynyk. Moody from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Moody's got 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Picked by Williamson. There's McCullough with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Back to Podziemski. Green with a screen on McCollum. Here's Podziemski. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Pelicans trail by 19. Now here's Alvarado. 10 points for him. For 3, McCollum. It's rebounded by Golden State. Podziemski's got his 5th rebound in this one. McCollum against Curry. Green in the post. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
A tough shot from Draymond Green, but he brings this out of his squad and frustrates the opponent.
Williamson with it. Green picks him up. They need this. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
They get it again. And it's blocked. Curry with it. And he's got 28 now. Pass to Butler. This one for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williamson outside. To the paint. Here's McCollum. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. McCollum's got 10 points here in the second half. The Warriors lead by 19. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's a look at the teams that have been aggressive at attacking the glass this year, with the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Butler passes to Curry. Butler with the jam.
All eyes on Steph when he has the ball. His teammates find openings, and he finds them.
Pass to Robinson Earl.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Butler. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Hield on the wing. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Brett, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season. Even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments. And that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
And he makes a first.
Jimmy Butler and his energy is something that is infectious for his team. He gets his squad so energized to work through the toughest moments of the game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Kane's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Kane. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's Robinson Earl. And here's Brown for 3. It's not going to go for him. The Warriors lead by 23. Now Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 28.
Butler attacking in close. Such a gifted scorer.
Out to the wing. Here's Hawkins. He's covered by Curry. Hawkins, the pass to Brown. Over Hield. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Golden State. They're on a 19-6 run. Butler, good. Butler's got 13 in the second half.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Now here's Brown. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
Can't leave guys like Hawkins open from there in this league.
Here's Curry. Launches it from deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Post in at the center position.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And here's Curry. Left side Kuminga. Here's Post. Pass to Payton. Fires the 3. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Here's Hawkins. He's covered by Curry. Hawkins, the pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Hawkins. Shoots over Curry. Hawkins can't get it to go. Outside Hield. Oh, there's the alley.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Quinones. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Lets it fly from 18. And another basket for New Orleans.
Hawkins showing off a little bit of that old school scoring.
Now here's Curry. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
NBA so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team and hope for the best.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Pass to Post. Outside Kuminga. Releases. It's hauled in by New Orleans. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Kick out to Brown. No good on the 3. The Warriors lead by 21. Down low. And Post gets it to go.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Hawkins. Brown, a screen on Curry. Here's Hawkins. No good from outside. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Hield passes to Curry. Back to Hield. Outside Kuminga. On the wing, Payton. And there's the screen. Outside Hield. A deep 3. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Brown with it. Kuminga defends. Brown passes to Hawkins. Launches it. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Here's Heel. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead, and these days there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition, but, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
That free throw, no good.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger.
Podziemski's checked in for Payton. Good on the second one.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
Pass to Misi. McCollum with it. Alvarado right side. Outside, Brown. Inside, here's Misi. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside Podziemski. Now here's Curry. Alvarado defending. Pass to Hield. There's the screen. There's the three. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's McCollum. Brett, you had a ton of playoff experience as a player. What was the atmosphere of the NBA postseason like?
Well, the intensity certainly picks up, BA, but looking back at it, it's so fun to see the amount of attention that all of a sudden comes with playoff basketball. So many more fans, so many more cameras, so much on the line. It's really where you enjoy all that hard work.
Now here's Podziemski. Pass to Hield. Now Kuminga, covered by Williamson. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. McCollum with it. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Brandon Podziemski.
Testament to the savvy of McCollum. The defender bites on his subtle move, then is left with no choice but to foul him.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for McCollum. And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, BA, these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. And these teams aren't going anywhere.
Both shots good from the stripe. The importance of getting your second NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, BA. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you a lot of security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off.
Now here's Podziemski.
Watch the screen.
Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Here's McCollum. The kick to Olynyk. McCollum on the wing, defended by Podziemski. McCollum outside. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Podziemski into the lane. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible. And he gets a little bit physical with him, but he'll pay off in free throws.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
And so Curry nails both of them.
Hey, when you start locking it down at the line, good things tend to happen.
Now McCollum. Williamson outside. And here's McCollum. Screen by Olynyk. There's the three. Misi. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Curry. Butler on the wing. Outside Curry. Back to Podziemski. Green with a screen on McCollum. Podziemski. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. McCollum outside. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Here's Podziemski. After the basket by New Orleans. Back to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
McCollum outside. Green with the defensive effort.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So Podziemski will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
They set the screen. With some arc. Tipped.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Now here's Podziemski. Alvarado defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That'll be a second foul of the game. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors.
Warriors substitution. Number 32, Trace Jackson Davis.
Well, Grant, Brian, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices: either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Now here's Olynyk. McCollum outside. No good again that time.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Second personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Podziemski. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And so it's New Orleans with it. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to McCollum, looking to get it going. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's one of the huge attributes of McCollum's game. He can score from anywhere, which makes him very unpredictable as a scorer.
To the paint. Here's Podziemski. McCollum pulls it in. McCollum's got 4 rebounds now. New Orleans has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year. And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Stephen Curry.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
McCollum's shot is off. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 14-6 run. Back to Payton. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Podziemski. Alvarado defending. Shot clock at 2. The shot by Podziemski, no good. McCollum against Hield. Here's McCollum. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, a strong finish to close it out. What was the difference?
Being a lot more aggressive. Obviously made some shots, but I think in the end we guarded well. And we executed on offense and we made some shots.
It always comes down to great defense. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Stephen Curry.